Welcome to the chaos.
Welcome back to RabidKaos and another episode of Arcaneering Beyond Automation. Last episode, we created this machine, a whole factory basically, that is creating arcane cannons for us. And with that, we're able to blow up, not those, but the smaller forts, like these. I mean, we have enough to destroy it, but I think, well, we got ore there as well, so, maybe it's not a bad idea. Sure, why not? We'll blow up that one and we should have... Yep. Oh, we're too short of the mana bombs needed there. But that's alright. So, our next objective is to craft gold components. Now, if we look over here in our production, there we go. We need craft premium gold components using components and gold ingots. So we'll start the research on that. It was complete. But, ancient wisdom required some research. Requires ancient wisdom, a rare mystical material. You find it by trading with traveling merchants, opening treasure chests, catching birds is not one of them, but, completing certain objectives, or catching the elusive dragons that occasionally fly across the factory. So, that tells me we need 10 iron keys. I guess we have them. Yeah, we have the iron keys. Track requirements. I got them all, so that's not a problem. Okay, there we go. I guess it was just the keys that it needed. Gotcha. Oh, poor butterfly. Alright, so we have a whole system over here. Nope. And our little arrows pointing us over this way. Open up a chest while we're at it. So, right now, our gold and our components are going into here to make advanced machinery. Well, let's just change it over to gold components. There we go. And we're going to fill this up with the gold components. But, clearly... Oh, wrong one. There we go. Clearly, as I was trying to say... What does this need? We can build another one of these, can't we? Butter... Ooh. Yeah, we can. And we want to put a merger in. Right here. And a splitter right here. So that'll go into there. And that'll go right there. So now we're going to get a little bit of extra gold coming through. So that ought to be nice. Yeah. Alright. Now we need to craft a master component. Ah, the master component. Show the Sundered Reach that you can automate even the most elaborate items, and then go beyond. Alright, let's take a look. Master crafting techniques. I'm guessing that we need to get over to there. So, with this, we need to track these requirements. What do we need out of this? The money. If that's all we need, we'll get to that in no time. Yeah, I see you, Crow. Bow. We learned mana conversion. Gain a new skill point. Mana conversion. Basically magically upgrade a mana crystal by 1 level. Requires 5 pure essence. Okay. Something we don't have right now. We'll transform mana directly into currency. Okay, it sounds like it's over here somewhere. Again. I don't see it though. That's a disappointment. I thought I was going to catch him. But that's alright. How are you doing with this stuff? 9? Okay. Let's see what we can get into while we wait. There we go. I kept hitting shift. Click. Let's see, are you on one of these belts? Probably not. No, doesn't seem to be. Now, we got all these ingots. We got more ingots than what we could use. Let's put a splitter there. And bring this over to here, where we're going to throw in a merger. Perfect. Oh, we got a merchant, and we do know that the merchants, we do sometimes need things from the merchants. Now that we've seen that, so let's find them on the map. There he is. So let's go ahead and see what he wants, see if we can get anything good from him. He was way down there. I'm not going to give you a cannon. But the fact that we don't have any yet is concerning to me. So we're going to go take a look to see what's going on with that whole setup. What are you waiting on? You need mana bombs. Is this our mana bomb factory? That's an arcane device factory. There's our mana bomb factory. Ah, this is what happened. I was worried about that. We'll set our smart splitter further back. Our super splitter. We'll split that way back here. And we'll put a belt there. And now the only one that's going is front and left, so configure our left to transport that. Alright. And then we can just boop, just like that. Now our magical essence will continue to flow to make the mana bombs to continue making the items that we need. That's not right at all. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Maybe I'm gonna need to... No, because that's not... That is very, very odd. I'm gonna get rid of all that just to replace it. Because I want to see this move. Again, once those crystals get a little bit closer. Okay, that's not... Configure left. Definitely was that. I didn't hit apply. That was the problem. You gotta press apply for it to work. Yep, there it is. That was the issue all along. Well, that is good to know. So this should now... That's making advanced components. This is going to make the mana bombs, but it needs... Oh, I see. Let's see what I can do here. The reason why we're having those troubles... Why are you full, though? Why can't you send anything along that belt? You should be outputting... Okay, there we go. That was a bit odd. Oh, I think I just didn't notice the items that were on the belt already. That's my fault. Alright, now, splitter to split this off, and then do that. There we go. And all this will start moving again once we're able to get forest mushroom. Once we're able to get some mana bombs produced. Because that was the problem all along. You're just short the mana bombs. Okay, yeah. Alright. Now while that's working, we can scroll around looking for some chests to possibly pop open and get some money out of. Because we still need every bit of money that we can get. Oh no, I forgot to look. See what they... Oh, maybe that's that one. We got one up here, see what they want. Looking for chests along the way. Oh, there you are. You want gold keys? You're not getting gold keys. That is wild. Grab up all these chests. Decent amount of money there. That's a lot of stuff that's needed there. Goodness. Not looking forward to that one. Now, I do believe I had a tree I had already started working towards. Right around here somewhere. So let's take a look at our closest magical tree. I guess I didn't. Not here. It was that other one. The other building. Maybe was it this one? No. No. Well, I'm not entirely sure where they were. But we'll work on this one right here. Alright, now we have the money. We can go back into our research and start the research. It minimizes power usage and resource consumption. Awesome. Now we just need money for this one. So, for this one, we'll need the gold component technology and specialized components, which we've got. We need to destroy our first Grim Fort to weaken enemy forces, which we've done. And we need to unlock 3 secret recipes from a treasure chest or merchant, which we've done. What do we got going in here? Oh, it goes into there. Makes our gold components, and we have 17 already. Awesome. Again, this is going to take a minute for us to get the money we need to get up to that point, but we'll continue to look around, see if we can find some chests. Oh wow. Some decent ore there. Oh, and you know what? We've got our stuff here, so we'll bump that up. Mana crystals generate 20% more mana. Okay, that's not bad. Reduces mana consumption. That's pretty good. We're gonna go with that. Alright, and we need 10 caches. And you can toggle night mode on and off. Cool. So all these are just optional things. They don't affect the gameplay. That actual gameplay is just your experience in the game, which is kind of neat. It is nice having all of these keys. Oh, new research available. Master crafting techniques. Oh, that's what we're looking at here. And vertical logistics. Create components using only magical essence. Oh, that's interesting. You are full. Why are you... Oh, what was I making with you? Oh. That was my spot to see what we needed. Okay. Chest. Yeah, it is going to be a while. Arcane manifestation. Create an arcane crystal deposit. That is huge. So we can create a specialized deposit where we want it. Oh, 16. Oh, jeez. I forgot it goes up one at a time with those. So we'll continue to grab animals. Industrial components. I think we could do that. Let's see where they're at. And that is over here directly to our west. Or our left. Which I'm pretty sure is actually north of where we were. Decent amount and an exclusive recipe. So what recipe did we get? Transmute basic materials into keys. That is huge. Huh. Interesting. I'm wondering. I'm gonna go over to here. No. I wonder if I can turn all these. Oh, the warehouse isn't full over there. Let's go back to our main base over here. If I follow the arrow that I put in place. Whoops. So, how do I do that? Was that not a spell? Oh, it wasn't a spell. It's a recipe. Maybe in the Mana Forge? Oops. We'll keep like this for the time being to make sure we're not connecting to anything. Alright. Crystal synthesis. What does it need? It needs magic essence turns into a crystal, but where's the key recipe? So it's not that. Maybe it's in maybe it's in the assembler. Let's see here. Gold key, iron key, key crafting. What's it take? Oh, ingots in that. Uh-oh. Sorry. Yeah, we definitely need some more water generators, so... Well, we need more power, so might as well do another hydro. Right there. I'm gonna be honest. Not great on the power front. But they're very easy to build. And now we're at using 87% of our power. Well, it's better than the high 90s that we were at that caused us to lose power. So, just starting over from scratch, money-wise, so that is fine. We'll get there eventually. We got ore going through for a long way to join up into here, which is already backed up. What is the backup here now? Why, we're gonna have to get tricky with this. Do these use power? They use 4 power. Splitters use 2. Ugh. Let's get rid of that. See if we can boost this any. Is it gonna make a difference? No, because there's 1 in there. Alright, so we'll make a copy of this back here. Except this way we're going to configure the right to do magical essence apply filter. And then we're going to go up into here. No, we're not. We'll configure the left to do magical essence. And then we will send it up here to there, where we will then put in a merger. Perfect. So, that should help move things along for a little bit at least. Again, not ideal. And maybe what I can do for configuring... Nope. Okay. Configure the right to take the arcane crystals. And by taking the belt from here to there, I can then do a merger. Right. There. And then just simply, boom. There we go. So, it's going to take a little while, but that'll get all through there. Now, do I need... This was split to send magical essence to the left, but there's nothing... If I put a merger there, it will. Still going to take a minute, but We're getting somewhere on this. A little bit of progress at a time. Once we can get it flowing smoothly, we'll be fine. The best bet would have been to send some of the... I don't need that. No, not that. That right there. And that right there. Alright, there we go. Would have been to send some of this over to there, but we are good for now. So that should start producing again. Yes? Alright. Problem solved. There we go. For now. Now, let's take a look at what we've got sitting around that we can make some money off of. I mean, honestly, just throw a miner and a warehouse down. Miner. Conveyor belt. Warehouse. Conveyor belt. And then a market. Where are you, market? Up here? I'll see it somewhere. Market. There we go. So that's just going to sell straight ore. It's not a lot, but hey, every dollar counts. So that will be very helpful. I mean, it would be nice to sell a couple of arcane cannons, but they're definitely going to be needed with everything going up incrementally as far as the amount needed to destroy these things. Wooden chest, a little bit of money, another architect cache. They are kind of hard to see. The architect caches, they're almost invisible, which is, I think, a good thing. It makes them, it's harder to see, but you're not going to just power through and get all of them all at once. As I say that, I find a second one. But once your eyes adjust them, it's not too bad. It's not hard. It just takes a minute for you to get used to looking for that item. And of course, there could be one behind this pile of trees, and I wouldn't know. So, if you're looking for something specifically, make sure you're turning around quite often. Turn your view around. So that way, you can see behind the trees and see what you might be missing. And I know right now this episode seems like a lot of talking, but oh, you can't do anything with bones. That'd be cool though. You know, at this point we're kind of just waiting to see what happens. That's good to know. We got 2 magical essence over here. I'm wondering if there's anything else in the area. Let's see, where am I on the map? There I am, up here. Oh, there's a lot of magical essence around here. There's a 1 ore node over there. If we go to our right, this way. What's, a Grim Fort we need. I mean, we can get rid of it, and then we'll have access to ore. It's not a lot of ore, though, if I'm being honest. I don't think that would be worth it. And the only sun drop we have here is hidden behind that dark citadel. So these would be good spots for gaining power. So that is good to know we have that as an option. Oops. Alright, so I think for now, because all we're doing is just scrolling around looking for chests, I'm going to step away while we build up some money, and I will come back to you when we're ready to start the project to making the master components. Alright, welcome back. We have the money, so let's go ahead and get this research done. Let's close that out. Alright, you've unlocked recipes that require higher building levels. Level up your buildings by completing recipes to gain XP and access these advanced formulas. Some recipes are automatically updated in your factory buildings after being researched. Alright. So, maybe not this one, but we can check it. Craft master component. I doubt it's in here. Nope. Is it in this one? Master component right there. What does it need? It needs an arcane crystal, 2 advanced machinery, 1 gold component. Oh, goodness. This is going to need a lot. So, the cool thing is we can create an arcane crystal deposit. So, yeah, you can go away right now. What we need, when we look at this again, we need a machine that's like that so we can level it up. Maybe there's something. Well, hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, we can't do it there though. Because if I were to put down an assembler, that's not an assembler, that's an assembler. I don't think we can access it just yet. Nope. It needs to be level 2. And that's not too bad. What do you need for this? Just 10 magic essence? Oh, we got an idea here. But let me make sure. For the master component, well, can't look at it there. Master component. We need 1 arcane crystal, which we can do with our magic. 2 advanced machinery, which is 3 components and 2 gold. So, we need ore and gold. Or just ore, you know. And 1 gold component. So it's not terrible as far as materials go. However, I may have an idea. Because we've got ore there, we've got sundrop there. This is where I was looking at. We got gold ore over here. We have magic essence there. And there, we got a ton up there. But let's see what we have here as a possibility first. Take that. That's a big fort though. Man. Well, we've got gold here. We don't really need that though. Because we can make it with ore. It'll be nice to have, for sure. But I need some place where I have ore, lots of ore, and I think that place is here. We've got these ore nodes here that we unlocked. It looks like we've got another magical essence that we've unlocked too, that we haven't used. So, we're going back to the old stomping grounds. I have noticed that the things you can collect have a little bit of a glow around them. So you can take a look at those. So let's see what we've got around here. Alright. Ah, it's behind there. Dang it. Well, we got this that's selling this ore, so we can use that. We can probably blow this up. Do we have enough? That's a big old mana essence spot. So let's do that. Blow that up. Do this. Throw in a miner. And a belt for now. And we will put that into our assembler here. To make ourselves our arcane componentry. Just to level this up. And then we'll throw that straight into... let's bring it all the way down here to this market. For the time being. So that'll... Yep, shoot it on out. Alright. Now, while that's all getting worked and we're going to level this one up, we're going to also need to turn this into gold. So, let us... come on. Get rid of you. Now, to do that, we need to use our mana forge. So throw you here. Run our belt over to there. Gold transmutation. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. But we also need to have splitter right here because we don't want it all to be gold. So we're going to go like that and like that. Now we need the gold to be turned into smelters. We need to grab that snail. And I believe we need an assembler here. What do we need to do for this? We need advanced machinery, which needs 3 components and 2 gold ingots. So we need to build another assembler. But I think we need to smelt that into ingots first. Then build another assembler. Power overload. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, we got all this right here. Let's go ahead and build a blueprint. Get our power production. That's not power production. I don't want that there anyway. That doesn't produce me power. But, we do have something that will. Our arcane reactor. But that's for magical crystal deposits. That's not from this. That's from the arcane deposits. The power spire. No. Power generator needs from mined ore or sundrop. Not terrible. Oh. We've got ability to put in regular power generators right here. I never realized I didn't finish building that setup. Alright. Well, that solves that for now. Obviously, we'll get back up to here. I don't need that. So, let's get our assembler back up and running. This will make our regular... we can do advanced with it, I think. But, we do need to have a splitter here. And again, a lot of this is just mostly a bit of a wash because I'm having to max out that max out that factory there, that assembler. What are you doing? There we go. So that'll give us our advanced components, which will be able to do that. We'll be able to do that to get us our advanced machinery. Correct? Yes? No? Maybe so? Are you doing what you're supposed to? You have 23 in storage. Why do you only have... Gold ingot smelting. That would help. No? Yes? Why are you not... Recipe gold ingot smelting. It needs... it needs ore as well. Goodness, this ore cannot hold up to it. That is not enough. Alright, so... Shoot. That creates a bit of a problem, doesn't it? Well, we got ore right here. Not the greatest deposit, but it is ore on itself. Or ore on its own, so... I don't have enough money to do this. Thwarted by money again. What is going on there? That's weird. Okay. I guess maybe the ore is just in the way of it. At least it's figured out a way to around that. That's pretty neat. We'll get this birdie. We just are not making money very quickly. Yeah. Well. There's a little bit of money. Can I? Nope. Now, I need to get ore into here. But realistically, I should just be ignoring this right here. Get rid of this smelter right here. And then bring that to there. Transfer. Not sure where that put it. Alright. Now I should be getting gold into there. Right. Now I'm going to need to make sure I got one going in there that has a smelter before it. Our smelter right there. Now I just need to get the ore to it. Why are you not letting me place right there? There we go. There we go. Took every cent we had. Not quite, really, but... we'll see what's going on here. We are going to get this part done one way or another. Promise that. Yes, the ingots are coming. That's given that. Alright. Now, have you leveled up yet? The question is, how long does it take to level up? Because it is making a lot of recipes in this thing. The other thing we're going to need is gold components. So, we got to find a way to do our gold components. And as much as I hate to say it, no, that is all the way across the map. There's no way I'm going to there. What do we got here? Oh, well, that's one thing we know we need. We need arcane crystals. So that we could just throw down back in here in this hole. Right here. It's so tiny, though. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I see why it's not as overpowered as I thought. Well. That is interesting. So, let's bring up the map. We got one over here. It's got that. It's got that. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Let's go take a look. And I think that one may also be covered. And unfortunately, it may be covered by something big. It's covered by a big one, yep. Well, shoot. Or is it? Can I put a miner on that? No, I can't. It's not very rich anyway. Interesting. That makes things a little bit more difficult. Let's see, do I have any more crystals on the map? It doesn't appear to be. Everything seems to be locked behind these. Oh. This one is locked behind, but it's not a big one. It's not very rich either, though. Well, get rid of you so we can get access to it. Well, I am overflowing on this stuff. What's going on here? Why are you having an issue? Why are you getting that? You should not be getting that at all. That should be a smart splitter. Oh, what happened here? How did that end up with any of you on there? Oh my. That's gonna be a problem. I mean, it's a problem we need to deal with right now anyway. But how do I get this up over there? That's the question. That is a long belt to run. And there's no way I have the money for all that. Let's get all this demolished right now. Ah! Let's get this. What was this belt anyway? Come from there. Okay. I may have better luck. How do I want to do this? How can I do this? That's the question. Well, we'll put a smart super splitter here and a merger right next to it. This is going to configure our left to be only arcane crystals. Configure the front to be only magic essence. And get rid of those belts, which will get rid of all the arcane crystals. I didn't want to get rid of that, but you know what? It was in the way. Put that in there. And get rid of that. We're almost to the point we could get that bridge stuff, but I'm not too worried about it. We got other stuff to spend our money on right now. But that bridge building is gonna be amazing to use. No. I only put you there because that's what made the most sense. Bring you all the way up to here. And then to here. And we are going to also need a splitter right here. Perfect. Now, get rid of you. Nope. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Bring the belts in. Get rid of you first. And we'll keep going until we've cleared out that belt. So, not the greatest solution, but, you know, it's a solution. Can we get magical essence flowing through again? There we go. Awesome. And now we can throw that back on there. Now. How do we, now that we fix that problem, heck, honestly, to be able to complete this, we may have to be using something else. One of our existing options anyway. I can't put that there. Let's just get our mind going and send everything into a warehouse for right now. See if how long it takes to wipe it out. It's not going to be fast, but it's something. And we do need our gold components as well. I cannot forget that. But this has a lot here. So, maybe we can use a splitter. And take a belt from here up. Use our arcane mana forge. There we go. Turn you to do gold transmutation. To a smelter. To an assembler. And you will make us gold components, which need regular components and gold. So, here's where we throw in another splitter here. A belt up to there. Yes, not enough power. To there. To there. Now, oh, we got some space water right here, so let's build ourselves another hydro generator here. We're close to being not enough. Ew. This is a problem. Why are you not getting any at all? Now, let's try and fix all this. Splitters. Power. I know. Oh, the splitters won't work because there's not enough power. Uh-oh. We need quite a bit. Well, one thing we can do, pause something, just to get things running again. We can let all this, excuse you. I can't ever click in there. So that was a problem with how I built it. Let's build another power generator. Right here. Oh, and I never upgraded these. That ought to help a little bit. Yep, it helped a little bit. Helped a lot of bit, actually. So we can get you moving again. Yep, perfect. Alright, now back to where we were. I'm not even sure what I'm doing there. That's making iron keys. Okay. Back to here. Are you there yet? How long does it take to level that up? I'm not sure. But we got that. We got our gold components being made once it gets the there we go. Once it gets the gold in there, which I have not set this to gold ingot smelting, which also needs ore. Which that one to me is a bit odd. Why does gold ingot smelting need ore? That is odd. I will say that for how much is needed, using these crystals, I would say we might need a little bit more. It is nice to be able to make our own, but I mean it's not very efficient, you know. So, but that's a minor gripe, and it could just be that these are I'm not entirely sure, but they may be procedurally generated maps. And ooh, an exclusive spell. Let's see what we get. Chrono boost. Doubles production speed for all production buildings in an area for 45 seconds. Oh. You know what? Let's use on these miners just to see what's happening there. And we can do a esoteric transmutation to be able to get our things working again. Because I completely forgot that I needed to get this up and running. To get ore from down here up to there. There we go. Now, the only thing that we are going to be waiting on right now is this to level up. So, if I've got all the materials correct, we are going to need to send these over, these over, but I don't want them to get there just yet, so I'm going to get rid of some of those things. And we are going to have to send these over as well. But again, I don't want them to get there quite yet, so we'll let the belts build up. Now, what is your issue? You got enough? You're getting enough. It just takes a while. Okay. That's all. Easy enough. Now this is where things are going to get crazy, because we're going to have to start using these in recipes and stuff too. So, hopefully not too bad, or not too often. I wish I could see efficiency is at 81%. I'm wondering if that levels it up. Okay, you can also lower the speed in which it creates things, so that's good to know. Alright. Key crafting makes keys, okay. And we'll just go back to arcane componentry. Which, I mean, shoot, I should have been sending this over to there that whole time. Well, that's good to know. Efficiency is at 81. I'm wondering if the efficiency has to do with the level. Oops. Let's take a look. Does that efficiency change? It's gone up. 87. 88. See, that's a 2 on it. It's not my second assembler, that's for sure. I am curious. There it is. Okay, so yeah, once it got up to level 2, we were good. So, you need to stop. But you will continue in a minute. Come on. No, that's not the right way. There we go. That's the right way. And now this is going to go to there. And then let's get above so I can make sure I know which way the arrow is going. That's crazy that only 2 gold components have come out so far. We will, however, get rid of these for now. We do not want to be selling this. We'll put it in a warehouse right there. So, what does it need? It needs, well, we can get rid of that, and we can get rid of that. And it needs 1, 2, and 1. Okay. We should be crafting our first master component here in just a second. Why can't I just send you back somewhere? There it is. And with that, we're going to need to craft siege crystals. But, apparently we don't have the right recipe. So, maybe it's time we take that gold we found up there, up here, we're going to turn this into gold keys so we can stockpile right here. Alright, so gold is full there. Oh, this is going to get it, cut it close. So we need to smelt that down. And then an assembler won't give us. No. Alright, let's go find our main base, which is, I can never remember how to get there. There we go. I was going the right way. Alright, let's see, can we upgrade any of these for 100? Yeah, there we go. I just saw one for 100. What are you talking about? There we go. I think that ought to help. I don't feel it's worth it upgrading again. it only gives us an extra 10. Costs more. In a pinch, I guess it won't be too bad. So let's go to our gold here and build ourselves our assembler. Belt, warehouse. I need ore over there. I will remember that at some point. Gold keys. Needs iron keys. Oh, wow. Okay. Well. So, that's not happening. But it is something we do have to figure out. I got gold components going in there. That's maxed out. Can you make gold keys with what we need? I could by turning this into iron keys. It only needs ingots. We don't need any of that right now, but it shouldn't make a difference. So, for the time being, let's get all this sold. Make a good bit of money. We'll get our iron keys going. We'll eventually turn this into gold keys. We do need to get the components through. So that's the only reason why I'm... Honestly, we'll delete all the components. The magic output will come eventually. You know what? Let's... Pow. Delete all. Production chain component. Oh. That's cool. Good to know. You know what? Since we're not using it, let's go over here. Get rid of those buildings that I put down. Because we had enough power before that. So, bye to you and bye to you. That'll help. Alright. Oh, we got so much water here. I could just throw down a bunch more of those generators. They're not great, I will grant that, but they are better than running out of power. Alright. Now that's all done. Get rid of all your components. Get rid of all the components, and now we make gold keys. And we store those gold keys. We do not sell those gold keys. Recipe gold key needs 2 keys and 12 gold bars. We got enough. So, cool. That'll get going. And next time, we'll start working on crafting a siege crystal if we can find the recipe. I may look toward try and find the recipe beforehand. Once I do, that's when I'll start recording. So, don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.